Hello students, in previous lectures we have discussed about properties of nuclear forces. Now we will study about nuclear forces in detail. We know that nuclear forces are strange and of intrigue nature. In a problem of this nature, in which neither the origin of the force nor the way how they operate between nucleons is known, it is very difficult to formulate a single theory which can provide all information about nuclei. However, using wave mechanics, we can reveal most of characteristic properties of nuclei. The application of wave mechanics is justified on the ground that the dimension of nuclei are comparable with the de Broglie wavelength of nucleons, and hence nuclei can be treated as quantum mechanical system. Now we know that wave mechanics can be applied equally well for boundary state and unbounded state. Now to consider the simplest system for the study of nuclear forces, we can consider two types of cases, one bound state and other unbounded state. The simplest system in which nuclear forces are operative is that which contains only two nucleons. Number 1, bound system containing two nucleons has two nucleons, one proton and one neutron. It is called deuteron. And free system involving two nucleons, there may be three types of cases, two neutrons, two protons and one neutron and one proton pair. In this case, scattering happens, one nucleon remains target and other nucleon is incident on it. Fortunately, only one bound system, deuteron, exists in the nature. The neutron-neutron scattering does not involve experimental feasibility because of non-availability of neutron targets. Now we start with deuteron, the simplest bound state of two nucleon, to study the nuclear forces. Deuteron. The deuteron is the only two nucleon bound state system and it consists of one proton and one neutron. The experimentally measured properties of deuteron are as following. Number 1, charge on neutron. We can easily see that charge on neutron is positive and it is equal to electron charge, but it is positive because deuteron contains only one positive particle, proton. Number 2, mass. Mass of deuteron is equivalent to mu is equal to reduced mass of two nucleons m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Here we see that roughly mass of proton and neutron is equal, so reduced mass of deuteron is m by 2 is equal to 2.473 AMU. Third property of deuteron is radius of deuteron. RMS value of deuteron radius is almost 2.1 Fermi. You know that 1 Fermi is equal to 10 raised to power minus 15 meter. Number 4, parity of deuteron is even. Number 5, statistics. So here we see that deuteron follows Bose-Einstein statistics. Number 6, binding energy. Here we see that binding energy of deuteron is 2.225 plus minus 0.002 MeV. Here we see that experimental value of binding energy of deuteron is very small, hence it is a loose bound structure. Deuteron is a loose bound structure. Another property, angular momentum is equal to 1 h cross. This result shows that in the electron-electron ground state, intrinsic spin of neutron and proton have parallel alignment and there is no contribution from orbital motion. Now we study ground state of deuteron in detail. The theory of ground state of deuteron is based on the following assumptions. We assume following things before studying ground state of deuteron. Number 1, deuteron consists of two particles of roughly equal mass. It means masses of neutron and proton is equal and it is equal to m, so that the reduced mass of neutron is m by 2. Number 2, the force between the two particles is short range and attractive and acts along the line joining the two particles and does not depend upon the orientation, or we can say in one word that nuclear force is central force. Here we consider it. Number 3, since central forces are conservative forces and they can be written as gradient of some potential, so here we assume that nuclear forces are central forces, so nuclear forces are also conservative and they can also written as gradient of some potential VR. Now the Schrodinger equation for the two-body problem is del square psi plus 2 mu upon h cross square E minus V psi is equal to 0. Equation number 1, where mu is reduced mass of neutron m by 2, जैसा कि हमने assume किया. E is total binding energy of the system, and here in the case of neutron, total energy of the system is binding energy of the neutron in ground state, and V is potential energy describing the force between two nucleons, and psi is the wave function describing two nucleon system, and it depends upon all three coordinates. Now in terms of spherical polar coordinates r, theta, phi, the equation 1, Schrodinger equation, can be written as 1 upon r square del upon del r square del upon del r dependent part, plus 1 upon del r square sin theta del upon del theta, sin theta del upon del theta, it is theta dependent part, plus 1 upon r square sin square theta del square upon del phi square, which is phi dependent part, and psi r theta phi, plus m upon h cross square E minus V. V is also function of r theta phi, and this is equation number 2. Now since here we have assumed that potential is spherically symmetric, so we write Vr theta phi is equal to Vr. It doesn't depend on theta and phi due to spherical symmetry, and forces are central, so the solution of equation number 2 can be expressed as psi r theta phi is equal to ul dash r and this gamma lm theta phi. Here this is radial solution and this is spherical harmonics. Now substituting equation number 3 in equation number 2, we get equation this. To get equation number 4 from equation number 2, हमने क्या किया, हमने साई की जगह ul डैश r और स्फेरिकल हार्मोनिक्स रखे और पूरा इक्वेशन को हमने r स्क्वायर से मल्टीप्लाई कर लिया और साई r थीटा फाई से ही डिवाइड कर लिया. तो फर्स्ट केस में r स्क्वायर जो है वो तीनों जो यहाँ पर है ये यहाँ से हट जाएगा और यहाँ मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, और जो हमने साई r थीटा फाई से डिवाइड किया तो उस केस में यहाँ जो है ये स्फेरिकल हार्मोनिक्स कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, रेडियल पार्ट आ जाएगा, और स्फेरिकल हार्मोनिक्स के केस में रेडियल पार्ट कैंसिल हो जाएगा और स्फेरिकल हार्मोनिक्स. तो इस तरह से हमने इस इक्वेशन को इस तरह से रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया कि लेफ़्ट साइड में आर डिपेंडेंट पार्ट रहे और राइट साइड हम सारे थीटा और फाई स्फेरिकल हार्मोनिक्स वाले पार्ट ले गए. तो इस तरह से हमने ये वैल्यू इक्वेशन नंबर 3 से इक्वेशन नंबर 2 में पुट करके थोड़ा रीअरेंज करके इक्वेशन नंबर 3, 4 प्राप्त करें. Now since left hand side of above equation depend only on r and right hand side depends only on theta and phi, hence they must be separately equal to some constant. So let this constant is L into L plus 1. Then we can write left hand wala part 1 upon ul dash r t upon dr r square d upon dr ul dash r plus mr square अपॉन h क्रॉस स्क्वायर, ये लेफ्ट वाला पार्ट, और इसको इक्वल कर दिया हमने कांस्टेंट L इंटू एल प्लस 1 है। अब इस इक्वेशन को हमने रीअरेंज किया। रीअरेंज करने के लिए हमने पूरी इक्वेशन को आर स्क्वायर से डिवाइड कर दिया और यू एल डैश आर से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, और जो ये वाला पार्ट था इसको भी हम लेफ़्ट साइड में ले आए। तो इस प्रकार से हमें इक्वेशन नंबर 6 मिली। 1 अपॉन आर स्क्वायर डी अपॉन डी आर स्क्वायर ये वाली पोजीशन, और यहाँ से आर स्क्वायर का डिवाइड किया है तो आर स्क्वायर यहाँ कैंसिल हो गया, यहाँ आ गया, और यहाँ पर हम ये लाए तो यहाँ पर हमने बाहर लाने में एच क्रॉस स्क्वायर अपॉन एम आर स्क्वायर से मल्टीप्लाइड हो गया और ये भी फंक्शन आ गया यहाँ। तो हियर if we assume that L is angular momentum quantum number of the system and this term is known as centrifugal potential। यहाँ हम देख रहे हैं इस इक्वेशन में जो पोटेंशियल था इसके साथ ही एडिशन में ये एक एक्स्ट्रा पोटेंशियल आ गया। इसको हम सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पोटेंशियल कहते हैं, और इट इज़ नोन एज centrifugal potential and it is an addition to actual potential VR, which is due to nuclear force. For the ground state to be spherically symmetric or S state, so UL dash R radial function depends only on R, so substituting UL dash R is equal to UR upon R, where UR is called the radial function and substitute L is dropped, for we are here dealing with L is equal to 0 or ground state only. So equation number 6 becomes, by putting the value UL dash R is equal to UR upon R in equation number 6, we get equation this. This is simplified equation, radial equation for ground state of deuteron. d square u upon dr square plus m upon h cross square E minus VR UR. Here centrifugal potential becomes 0 because we are considering ground state where L is equal to 0. Since force is everywhere attractive, the VR is negative and it decreases with decreasing the value of R. Various shapes can be proposed for ground state of deuteron, but for the sake of mathematical simplicity, we choose the square well potential to study this equation. Low energy result doesn't very much depend upon the shape of potential, so this choice also become possible. Now using this radial equation and choosing nuclear potential as square well potential, we will solve this differential equation in our next lecture. Thank you, students.